Hello YouTubers, this is going to be my 2-year review of the Sinnis Stealth 125. Let you know the good points and bad points of owning one, and because I've owned one for 2 years now, and I think I can do a pretty good review on it. Let you know things have gone wrong and how good it is, and because it is a Chinese bike at the end of the day, so it's not going to be as good as like the main manufacturers, but so yeah, I'll start with the good points. It's the size of it is really good. Like the road presence you get out of it, and the tyres are, because you see some of these little 125s and the tyres are so thin. These ones are pretty much the normal size, the same size as 600cc bike tyres. So yeah, that's good. And the brakes are really good on this bike. Like, you've got dual disc brakes on the front, and the rear one is absolute. You don't really need to use the front brakes, to be honest. The rear one is really good, but obviously if you need to stop, you're going to use both of them. But if you're, because the two dual discs at the front, they're quite dangerous in the wet. Like if you hit diesel, as you've seen in my other video, you're going down and you haven't got a chance really. So, but once you get used to it, it's pretty good. So yeah, it's not the fastest thing in the world. I've had 79 out of it, and that's downhill, but it'll cruise at 60 all day long. Like, I've been out 4-hour rides and everything like that, and it's never let me down. The miles per gallon is really good. You get about 70-80 miles per gallon, and I put a tenner in this and it lasts me about 3 weeks. So it's really good miles per gallon you get. And yeah, let's start it up. Four-stroke, single cylinder. Not the best sound in the world, but it's alright. It's got a really nice sound when you're cruising in 5th gear, and it's got a lovely whine on it. I've done 28,000 kilometres, roughly about 18,000 miles, and had no problems with the engine at all. The only well, I'll get to the bad points now. The only problems I've had is I had the accelerator cable snap on me once, but luckily I just got it home just by using the choke on full. Other problems I've had, I don't know if it was just got like rubbish in my carburetor or whatever, but I had to drain the fuel system out, take off the carburetor, clean it all out, and I think that's just normal maintenance, to be honest. Not really anything other bad points than that, to be honest. It's a bulletproof bike, I think, really. It's never really let me down apart from the accelerator cable, but that's just wear and tear, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely worth, well, they're 1,700 quid brand new, and I think it's worth it. I don't get why all these people are saying Chinese bikes are crap and everything like that, because they're not, to be honest. If you look after it, it'll look after you. Same with any bike really, but because it's Chinese, it's made cheaper, but you just need to look after it. Like the exhaust will rust, whatever happens, you can't do anything about that. That's always going to rust. I sprayed it last year, sand down sprayed it, and still turned out like this, but I use this every day, so yeah. But one thing I'd say, if you've got a garage, this bike will, if you look after it, it'll probably last forever, to be honest, because I don't have a garage. It's out in the wet. Well, I've got covers, but it's out in the damp and everything every day, and sometimes it's a bit funny to start, but I get it going in the end. And it's never let me down on long distances. I've been thrashing it for 5 hours with my mates and never ever let me down. yeah, that's my 2-year review of the Sinnis Stealth 125.